So I've recently become infatuated with this very particular rosemary sandwich bread from none other than Orphan Breakfast House in Sacramento, California.
Oh my gosh.
Now, while their entire menu is really good, their freshly baked rosemary bread is kind of a big deal. And since I no longer live right down the street, I figured it was only right to try and recreate it at home. Now, to make sure that this bread's texture was ultra fluffy and sort of melt in your mouth, I start off by making a Tangzhone, which is pretty much just like a simple roux. So cooked water, flour, and in this case, buttermilk. Trust me, I know it sounds intimidating, but it's very easy to make. Then I added that roux to a combination of yeast, sugar, flour, butter, and of course, rosemary. And then that dough gets kneaded until all of the gluten is developed, which you could totally do by hand or use a stand mixer to make things easier. But once that dough is cleaning off the sides of the bowl, we're adding it to a bowl that has a light coating of olive oil, and then we're covering it up and letting it rise until doubled in size. Now, once the bread has risen, we're placing it on a lightly floured surface. Emphasis on lightly because we don't want to incorporate too much flour back into the dough. And then we're literally just rolling it up into a tight log, very similar to making cinnamon rolls. We'll then place our dough log into a loaf pan. We'll cover it, let it rise for probably about another hour, just until it's slightly domed, and then it's time to bake. You'll want to bake it until a golden crust forms on the top, and for a more accurate reading to see if it's done, you can use a food thermometer to see if it's reached 195 degrees Fahrenheit. But the most important step is to not cut it until it's cooled down. You really don't want to jeopardize its perfectly soft and melt in your mouth crumb. I mean, just look at that. You can eat it for breakfast, as toast, for your grilled cheeses or turkey melts, or as very delicious croutons.